is Sena your resident DIYer at FlaVR. How are we doing tonight? How are we doing tonight? Are we good? Are we doing good? Hello, hello. Let me get some nice music going. Unmute that tab. Please. There we go. Okay. Pretty good, pretty good. Doing good? Good. For God's sakes, I just want to growl! Looking less pale today. Sup, Sena, sup, chat. Sena made fun of my love for Gargara of the Hololive myth generation in public. Yeah. Why, are you crying about it? And you also admitted to being parasocial with Gura in a public server. Now you're the weirdo. My first trucking love for the week sent me into an unfathomable rage today. Yeah. Work rage. Meat. Yes. I'm still on the correct side of the grass. Yay! Yep. There's a sane ones. Imagine being parasocial couldn't be me. No, couldn't be. Sup, y'all? Wow. That is crisp. Wow. Hi, Stray Wolf. I'm gonna give it a sec before we go. Making sure I'm not... Whoa. That is bubbly. Wow. I'm having a beer. Where's the line between parasocial and just well social? I don't know. Rika defined it recently for me because I was like, what's the difference? But, I don't know. Never parasocial unless I missed that part. See, yesterday we streamed with a different model. Yes, we did. I did a free to use model on Twitter and I missed doing this. So yes, I have some fun things planned for this week for you guys. Gonna be doing the karaoke MCR stream on next Sunday, so look out for that. We're gonna probably do a movie watch along on Tuesday on the Discord, or if not a movie, Papa recommended Ranking of Kings, and that sounds a-okay to me. Crazy eye toggle, yes, the Pipkin eyes are required, yes. What flavor beer? It is a Pilsner. It's a Pilsner. Hey yo, Ranking of Kings. Yes. Love Bochi. Yes. Mystery Sena Theater 3K. Yeah, I don't know. And then oh. I collab tomorrow with Carrie Mara. Gonna be doing the long-awaited A Way Out tomorrow, part 1. Part 2 will be filmed on her channel on Twitch. So, yes. Excuse me. Ooh, that beer has a bite. Monty Python for the win. Maybe I'll pull it. But yes. Well, that's a fun looking game. Yeah, it looks really fun. So, Sena alert. Oh no, it's Marie. Hello, my little kohai. Really excited for that. Yeah. So there's gonna be a lot of fun stuff going down. A lot of fun stuff. The meaning of life, yes. So I think I'm gonna do a rigging stream. I'll be rigging the new model's face, face only, on stream sometime next week as well, and hopefully some drawing. So I'll be releasing the schedule shortly after this. Just kind of like ironing some things out, making sure I'm good to go, planning wise, all the things. Lock all the drawers, hide anything sharp. Yes. Wait, no, that's for Marie, right? Not me. Time to indulge your poor habits. Wait, Sena is drinking? Oh, you're drinking with me? Why? you're like an alcoholic. Don't. Model need crazy eyes capability. Oh yeah, just like this one. But I want to try and get it better so where it can, like, I don't know. It'll be better. The face is looking a lot better than this one. Even though, I don't know, looking at it now, I'm like, aw, I'm gonna miss my face. But the mouth forms will be a lot more expressive. And in the end, that's kind of what I'm going for, is something a little more expressive. Because I feel like I do a lot of weird faces that never get caught. So, but yes. Alright, let's get right into this. Hi, Nyana. We are going to start with a barbecue around the world. I should probably throw on a southern accent for the whole thing because it just seems important. But I didn't talk to my family this weekend, so... Okay. Presentation by me, Sena Bonbon. Alright. Let me pull up my notes. Logo. Alright. Alright. Burnt meat good. No, it's not burnt. It's slow roasted, evenly cooked, and pull apart tender. Difference. So, barbecue, at least for American people, us for the most part in chat, originates in the Caribbean, from the Taino people, the Taino tribes, which they primarily lived and still live today, but lived in Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, Trinidad, just like in that little, Caribbean peninsula. And they were known for smoking their meats over an indirect flame. It was described as green smoke. Taino, yes. Or is it Taino? Oh, meow. I only speak English, I'm sorry. Spanglish sometimes, but yes. So it was all through wood, pictured here on a special grate. So that's where it originates. Now in the US, we have 4 styles of barbecue, and in those styles, there are some subsets. So the 4 main styles of barbecue are going to be Carolina, Texas, Memphis, and Kansas City. And let it be known, it's Kansas City, not just Kansas at whole. Kansas City. Same with Memphis. It's not just Tennessee. So first we got Carolina. There are a shit ton of variables in Carolina. Of course there is. Why wouldn't there be? Alright, so when I say Carolina, I do mean north and south. Eastern, northern Carolina, we got whole hog. Okay, so they primarily focus on pork, by the way. So you got the whole hog for eastern North Carolina. Whole hog, and it's vinegar-based sauces. Okay, which is just not my preference. It's not my preference. Western North, only pork shoulder, which is essentially dark meat. So they like the dark meat. And they use a tomato and vinegar based sauce. So like extra tart ketchup. Now in South Carolina, they use mustard. For the most part of South Carolina, they use mustard, and they call it Carolina Gold. I use mustard on my Christmas ham. not my barbecue. If you're in Carolina and you take issue with that, boo. Now we got PD, which also does the whole hog. This is in South Carolina still. And they use a spicy water and vinegar sauce. Water. I just, I don't agree with it. I'm sure it tastes lovely. I'm not putting it in my body. If you need to add sauce, you cooked it too dry. Yeah, I agree with that, actually. I like a dry rub. And if I have sauce, it's because I want the sauce, not because the meat is dry. Because I'm a sauce girl. I like sauce. I like ranch. I like sour cream. Well, no, hold on. I love ranch. I like sour cream. I like dips. I like sauces. I like queso and taco dip and bean dip and guacamole and salsas and all types of shit. And then I like, ranch and ketchups and barbecue sauces and sriracha and hot sauces. So yeah, I love sauce. All about the sauce. I love a good sauce. Sauce can override the taste completely for all I care. It can totally miff it. If you're cooking your sauce with your meat, the best thing you can do is to include the same spices that you did with your meat. And it's usually a great accompaniment. That's what it's here for, after all. Yeah. So that's Carolina barbecue. Pork and mustard. Blech. Now we get into the real style of barbecue. The only style of barbecue, I dare say. No, I'm just kidding. Texas style barbecue. Now, for those of you not familiar, I did work at a barbecue pit where we roasted and smoked meat Texas style. It was Texas owned, and we roasted with hickory. So I was surprised to see, okay, yeah, it really is, because I know typically it's mesquite. So Texas primarily focuses on beef rib, beef links, and brisket. Now, if you've ever driven through Texas, you should know that when you go through Texas, there's nothing but cattle ranches. So it makes sense that they got the beef. Barbecue is pork and pork products. Beef is barbecue. Brisket town. Burnt ends. Oh. All right. See? Y'all were wondering if there were disputes, real disputes. You see them in the chat? Twee. So we got Eastern, which uses hickory to smoke it, and they marinate it usually. Which once again, I'm not big on a marinated barbecue meat. I like it dry rub, and a sweet tomato based sauce. That's how I make mine. In Central, they use pecan or oak wood and a heavy spice rub. Which, now if it's brisket, I like to do a very coarse salt and pepper corn. Like whole peppercorns lightly smashed, and do that as my rub for brisket, because brisket is so damn good. It don't need much. Yes, barbecue wars are always going to be fought over less. Northern Texas is where all the cattle is. Yep. Not so much western or southern. Yeah, but you think about how big the northern half of the state is. Now, western Texas is that classic mesquite smoked with direct heat, which I also thought was interesting. The pit I worked at had a rotating pit that obviously was going to be indirect, with the wood put on the outside, and it was, just smoked indirectly. And then South Texas is more known for their molasses-based sauces, which I guess makes some semblance of sense. I never thought to put molasses in my barbecue, but it does make sense. I usually put brown sugar into my barbecue sauce. I usually do ketchup, Worcestershire, and brown sugar, and then I put whatever spices I want. And I, sometimes put hot sauce if I want it to be extra spicy. But yeah. Now we go on to Memphis, which I knew they were known for molasses-based sauces, which is why I was surprised that Texas had it too. Just make it black and add mustard. Am I doing this wrong? Brown sugar is molasses. Brown sugar is molasses. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it has molasses and white sugar cane. You're right. You're right. You're not wrong. I mean, what is molasses? But I believe molasses is what? Shit, it's tree sap, isn't it? What is molasses made from? Sugar beet and sugar cane refinement process. So it's just melted down? It's like concentrated sugar then? Was it like extra sweet sugar? I don't even know. Brown sugar is just cane sugar and molasses. Molasses is pretty good. I've put it on biscuits before. I'm more of a honey fan myself for sweeteners. If it's not straight up just sugar. But I do like brown sugar, so I guess that's just me. I don't know. All right, so Memphis focuses on molasses. They do molasses and tomato-based sauces, and they focus on pork. Very heavy pork again. Ribs and shoulders mainly. Thoughts on Marmite? I've never tried it, and I never will. Using water to spritz for moisture, which when I read up on this, I was like, hello? Water for moisture? You're cooking it too hot if you have to sit there and re-moisturize it every 5 seconds with a water. I mean, I can't even imagine. You're cooking out a pit, and you're opening the door, making yourself sweat, and letting the heat out, just to spray it with some water. Australia taking an L. Alright, next is Kansas City. My favorite is the mustard base from South Carolina. I live near Memphis. The barbecue is amazing. My favorite is the mustard base. That's fair. I mean, I'm just not a big fan of mustard in general for the most part. I mean, as an adult, I've gotten more accustomed to the flavor of it. But I feel like as a kid, I hated mustard. So, but you know what? I'm a lot less picky now. So I feel like I'd be willing to give it another shot. Now, Kansas City barbecue was brought down technically originally from Henry Perry, although some others would argue. It was brought in from Memphis. Okay, so this is a Memphis clone. And it is known as eclectic barbecue because they will smoke anything. Just like the people in Kansas City, am I right? Oh. Ooh, you're right. Okay. They'll smoke pork, beef, mutton, turkey, even fish. And they're known for ribs and burnt ends. Now, some will highly argue that this is where burnt ends started. I don't know. But burnt ends are probably one of my favorite barbecue meats. They are delicious. Alright. Now we're on to the disputes. Barbecue is the best. I eat it several times a week. A hole-in-the-wall barbecue joint is only 10 miles from me and open in 19. You're so lucky. You're so lucky. What are burnt ends? Oh, I knew you were going to ask that. Let me pull it up. A full-on description for you. Because I just don't feel like I could get it justice. Now, burnt ends for me are from brisket. Although I do know some people make it from pork. I don't know. But for me, it's brisket. Burnt ends are the trimmings from a smoked brisket. During the smoking process, the point cut at the brisket develops a rich smoky bark and crunchy texture, almost crackly like bacon. Pit masters trim off this flavorful section, cut them into cubes, sauce them, and then kiss them with the smoke to caramelize them. The place I worked at did not serve burnt ends. I wish they did. So freaking good. All barbecue is valid. Yeah, I'm not here to say it's not valid. I'm just here to say I don't like it. So, but yes, I love burnt ends. Love, 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 love. I live in Texas, so I get easy barbecue often. So that's where you went. That's where you went, Papa. You went to Texas. All right, on to the disputes. All right, so there's gonna be a few disputes, like in general, about barbecue in general. My local place doesn't do brisket burnt ends anymore, but that's because brisket prices in the UK suck. Oh, I believe you. But brisket prices are bad all around. I just feel like beef is pretty expensive right now. I've never been anywhere to try different types of barbecue, so I just go by where I live for it. It's fair. You can always cook for yourself, though. Still looking for the menthols. Yeah, all right. Smoker. Oh. All right. There is no dispute. All the rest of those people don't know how to make barbecue. Oh my god. Okay. So one of the number one, we'll start with spelling. Some people actually do argue about how it's spelled. Now, technically speaking, the full word is spelled B-A-R-B-E-C-U-E, barbecue. But the correct spelling is that, because the word is more than likely derived from the Taino word or the Spanish word barbacoa. Barbecue, barbacoa. Makes sense. But people do actually argue about that. Will we touch on stuff like Brazilian barbecue? It's interesting to compare. Yes, we will be. Yes, we'll be moving on to the world after we go over some of these disputes. I've got quite a few lined up. If I don't cover something culturally that you wanted me to cover, just shout it out at the end and we can do some digging together. Mixed it with a regular lump. Alright, now the definition, the term barbecue. Alright, people have issues with what is barbecue. So, there's tons of different barbecues around the world. And I guess one of the big issues was that Americans were a little upsetty spaghetti and wanted to take claim of the word as an American thing. So that was one of the things. Wait, what? The only wrong barbecue is Alabama mayonnaise-based barbecue. I'm sorry, what? That's why they don't count as the 4 big barbecues. Cause what the what? How? That's just nasty. That's nasty. I'm sorry, it's gross. Look, I've heard, even in like the cooking industry, I've seen it happen, of putting mayonnaise on the bottom part of your bread when you're toasting it for a grilled cheese. It has like a nice tang to it with butter. But I've never thought about slathering it on meat and smoking it. It's called Alabama white sauce. Oh no. Of course it is. Of course it's called that. Sus name indeed. Oh my gosh. Hi, welcome to the barbecue stream. Very sus, yeah. Okay, number 3 is the meats. People disagree on what meats could be considered true barbecue. Some argue that barbecue can only be pork. Others insist it's only beef. But the truth is, most of the national barbecue societies recognize that it's pork, beef, and poultry. In a sandwich or burger, okay, grilled, death penalty. Yeah. The history. Alright, some take issue with the history. There's infinite theories regarding the history. suggest that it started with Caribbean native tribes, early colonial settlers, slavery, while others suggest it's ancient cooking. The truth of the matter is, what has been widely agreed upon is that it was started by the Tainos. Now, smoking meat has been around for a while, but in particular, smoking over a grate of an open flame indirectly was most widely recognized coming from the Taino people. Alright? Alright. Now for the fun. Drama. Alright, now I'm gonna tell you about some actual drama. The Taino people located in the Caribbean. You know, Carabina. The what tribe? Taino. 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 Just so everybody knows, it's spelled barbecue. What are you? What are you, British? Get out of here. Tiny tribe. Shut up. No flag, no legitimacy. Oh my god. Knock it off. I love grilling. I'm from Argentina and here we grill. Shh. I'm getting to it. You're on the list, Argentina. You're on the list. Asado, you're on the list. You're on the list. Don't worry. Every other house, big cement and bricks to grill to make asado on Sundays or celebrations. Yes. Asado's on the list. Don't worry. Okay. So first, now these are more recent ones, by the way, because I felt like dredging up a whole lot might be a big can of worms. So the first one is Black's BBQ. Okay. Now Black's BBQ originated in Lockhart, Texas, which, by the way, is one of the birthplaces of brisket style barbecue. OMG, if vtuber knows we exist. Yes. We had a questionable tuba in my generation, in Gen 1 flavor, who may or may not have been Argentinian, and then it was exposed that he in fact was Puerto Rican. Yes. You brought it up. We have Rica. Yes. OMG exposed. Yes. But he exposed it when he did an all Puerto Rican collab with Sawa. So I guess it's just all out there. He broke his own Beyblade. Like half a flavor is Puerto Rican for some reason. Yeah, it's it's weird. Rica was saying this is the first time he's made any Puerto Rican friends in years. And it all had to be online. So, anyways, we have Black's BBQ with the first drama verse. Your father's a native-born Texan. Ooh, nice. Well, ain't that relatable? Yeah, I guess we're all on the same boat where we can't make friends in our area until we make them online, and then we go, wait, what the fuck? Why do you live near me? Where have you been? When I do my Target runs, I don't see you. But yes. So, the Blacks of Lockhart is the oldest continually run family barbecue restaurant in the entire world. And lays claim to popularizing both brisket and beef ribs. And they've been open since 1932. So, you know, old. And they put out great barbecue. They're heavy hitters. Their ribs are amazing. Oh my god, I'd love to go. In 2014, a pair of younger family members from the Blacks family split off from their Uncle Kent's and went to open their own restaurant in Austin. And then they were handed a cease and desist order. Because they named it Black's BBQ. Because they are technically blacks. That's their last name. And that's how that is. Yes, Austin. Spit. Right? Their own uncle was like, nah, fuck you. Nah, fuck y'all. Cease and desist. You're gonna take that up to them northerners? Twit. Oh man, that's gotta be an awkward on the holidays, right? Now, both parties went on the record to later say their side of the story. Uncle Kent said Mike and Mark's product is dramatically different, while the brothers asserted that they'd be following the forgotten traditions laid out by the previous generation. They compromised and decided to name it after their father instead, so now it's called Terry Black's BBQ. And I haven't heard anything about it, so it must not have been that good. Must have split it a little too far. And they opened another one in San Marcos, calling it, well, no, Kent's expanding, yes, and opening Kent Black's BBQ in San Marcos. So, I feel Texan with my Pecos offset, and I live in South LA. Oof. How's the prices, buddy? Although those smokers were made in Mexico. I never thought I would be watching an anime girl telling me about barbecue drama. Well, here we are. Here we are, Leonardo. All right, we got the Rebel sauce, which of course this would be a thing. Now, the article I read on this one called it Rebel Sauce, the rise and fall of a Confederate Q. So, Joe Bessinger began his family barbecue tradition back in 1939 with a mustard sauce. And it was followed by a really good barbecue joint. A rift amongst his sons over who would inherit it happened. And then by the 70s, Maurice, Melvin, Thomas were all running their own restaurants with their fourth brother, Robert, soon to follow. Now, they were in Maurice's Piggy Park Barbecue, had multiple locations. Melvin's BBQ was in Mount Pleasant and Charleston, South Carolina. Bessinger's BBQ, so that one is probably what Thomas, was in Charleston, and then Robert's BBQ was in North Charleston, South Carolina. Mustard sauce must be South Carolina. Yup. Mustard base is based. I like the way you say Leonardo. I'm jealous. Rebel sauce. Oh no, I know where this is going. Yes. Of the four brothers, Maurice rose to the most prominent with 14 locations and one of the most popular bottled sauce companies in the country until he began putting the Confederate flag on his bottle and at storefronts. Which, I mean, I can already see why that would go south for him. To protest the removal of the rebel flag from the state's capital in 1999. The move destroyed his sauce business, creating a void that quickly filled by similar sauce sold by his brother Melvin. Thomas and Robert kept quiet during the feud. Melvin and Maurice were quite vocal about their dislike for each other. And Melvin hated his brother for his racist, quote-unquote, tendencies. Earlier this year, Maurice passed away, and according to his son, Lloyd, Sorry, when it has two L's, I just want to say Lloyd. Lloyd, all of the Confederate flags have now been removed. Not surprisingly. Websites give no mention to the rival sibling son restaurants. Yes. So, yeah. Sauce lore. Yep, there was some real sauce lore. Of course, his name is Melvin. Yeah. Freaking Melvin. Yeah, I don't know. I can't imagine getting along that badly with my brothers enough to, like, lose money. I feel like when you run it all together, you're just all benefiting from it rather than branching off and branching off and branching off and branching off. It's like, you know, there's too many now. And you all were trained by the same person. So how different, how much more versatile are you going to get? You're not. Let's say I know someone is going to be taking a drive for 500 miles. Should I go with them for easy raw milk and keto peanut butter, or should I not? You know what? 500 is not too long. It's not too long. I've driven 2,000 miles multiple times in 36-hour runs. So I would say 500 is nothing. It's nothing. That's chump change. That's what, like a 6-hour drive? That's not too bad. Raw milk? Yes. Yeah, this is an easy clap. Raw milk? Yes. Peanut butter? You could hit or miss. You know, like, homemade peanut butter is usually not the best in flavor, in my opinion. I don't like it as much. Unless it's super crunchy peanut butter. I love super crunchy peanut butter. But raw milk, full send. There's no flavor like raw milk. You go to a grocery store, it has that nasty ass aftertaste. But raw milk, no aftertaste. It is just pure, sweet cream. It's delicious. Lack of imagination, Sena. It's really easy to imagine not getting along well with some of your family members if I want to. I don't get along with my parents, but I just don't imagine trying to open up some sort of rivalry business just because of it. I can't imagine it. Why imagine a future that does not... Why live in a future that does not yet exist? You know? I'm here in the moment. Here now. I'm very present. At least if you're going to split off and start your own place, do it a few towns over. Right? That was the other thing. Like, nah, that's just stupid. Me, I'm better. I don't like my parents. I moved to this other side of the country. I'm better. I drove across country, Savannah to Seattle in 3 days. Yep. I've driven from, coast to coast in 3 days. So I've driven from coast to coast in 2 days as well. But yeah. I think I only had raw milk while young. Now corporals have taken all the milk. Yeah. Yeah, and a lot of places are pretty trustworthy. I mean, when you go to a place, you can usually tell just by how they treat their animals and the upkeep of their area how trustworthy their raw milk is going to be. All or nothing, live together or live in basically different countries. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, that's my motto. Okay. Next is Smitty's and Cruz. The breakup and makeup of Smitty's and Cruz. Cruz Market, also in Lockhart, and Smitty's Market, also in Lockhart. Cruz began in 1900, as most early barbecue joints did. And in an effort to save meat from spoiling due to lack of refrigeration, they smoked their meats. Didn't allow you the use of sauce or silverware. Its reputation was meat so tender you didn't need a knife. Because you couldn't have one. 90 years later, Edgar Schmidt died. Oh, Cruz Market's pronounced Kreitz Market. Ugh, so gross. Okay. Schmidt died, leaving the deed to the building to his daughter. His sons purchased the business, but when the two parties couldn't agree on renovation plans for their structure, the brothers moved only a quarter-mile down the road from them and started their own business, while the daughter launched Smitty's. It became so well known in the area that people came and interviewed them and did a 2010 film an episode of Food Wars on them. So, very petty. Unlike most of their family feuds, this one wasn't happy. There was no happy end. The hatchet buried in 2012 with the opening of the Schmidt. Oh wait, this one has a happy ending. My goodness, I didn't read right. There is a happy ending. They decided to open their own thing called the Schmidt Family Barbecue, where they continue their war against silverware. I guess they still don't use silverware, which, hey, finger looking good, am I right? Gotta open up the same building down the street. So lazy, right? Oh my goodness. BRB, time to make pizza dough. We'll keep listening. Haven't seen you since you were a PNG. Glad to see you do better and better. Well, thanks for tuning back in. Thank you. I haven't been a PNG for a good minute, so thanks for coming back. That's cool. Good retention. Nice. Hey, Sena. Hi. Hi, background noise. Butcher paper enjoyers. Yes. I disagree with this family barbecue vibe. I'm going to move just down the road. I love interesting factoids. Yes. Now we're going to move back on to the Bobak Sausage Company. In 1967, the Bobak family were casing sausages in their basement and smoking them in their garage. They had begun an American meat packing dream. At the height in the mid-2000s, at the height of their business, they had a wholesale facility and several storefronts. But in 2006, things started to go downhill. I am sleepy. Need mommy to please praise me to sleep. Somebody bonk him. If you need praise, go do something that's praiseworthy. Basement sausage. Okay. John Bobak, who was in charge of running the retail arm of the business, began counterfeiting sausage. How? And making a play to undercut his brother Stan's wholesale operation. There was an ugly court battle, and John lost retail rights to the family name, and his brother Stan maintained the control of the wholesale. So he made hot dogs? I don't even know. So John still continued selling sausages and groceries for several years under the name Frank and Angie Simply Fresh Foods and Green Foods and Produce. But he was not required to put up a sign in his store stating that the sausage was not made by the Bobak Sausage Company. John's new retail operation soon closed, and the Bobak Sausage Company continues practice. Abe Froman has nothing on the true sausage kings of Chicago. Oh my god. He invented the first impossible sausages. Yeah, I guess. Next is the Mueller Barbecue. This is the last one. It's the last recent one. You got Louis Mueller Barbecue in Taylor, Texas. Like Crit's Market, Louis began as a way to keep from spoiling his meat. Smoking the meat to prevent spoiling. We need counterfeit raw milk infiltrators. When James Beard award-winning pitmaster Bobby Mueller passed away in 2008, his third-generation smoker, Wayne, stepped up to the plate. His brother John had left the fold to start a restaurant in Austin, where Aaron Franklin trained. Closed due to personal problems. Drugs, probably. Just kidding. I'm going to get a defamation notice. No, I'm kidding. And reemerged in 2011 to open a new barbecue trailer with help from his sister Leanne. As Wayne continued the family tradition, training the next barbecue heroes, John once again closed shop in 2012 and began a very, very public fight with his sister over mismanagement. After cutting her brother John loose, Leanne launched a new venture called La BBQ. LA BBQ. Leanne. Oh, yeah, I see that doing well. LA BBQ has since gone on to take the top honors in several local critical polls. So the girl said, fuck y'all. Y'all are stupid. Named it a stupid name and still won. Good for her, I guess. Alright, next to Mimo. Now we get to do the other parts of the world. Elsewhere. The Caribbean. So in Jamaica, we got Jamaican pork, Jamaican chicken, Jamaican jerk, right? You got Jamaican jerk. Now jerk seasoning, okay, is mixed together with, let me see, Scotch bonnet, okay. Main ingredients of all of jerk is allspice, Scotch bonnet. Those are the main ingredients, allspice and Scotch bonnet. Jamaican me crazy. Okay, alright. The word jerk is said to come from charqui, a Spanish term of quechua, origin for jerked or dried meat. Okay. Jamaican jerk is goated though. Yeah. And you know what? Jerk goat is pretty, like curried goat. It's pretty good. Jamaican jerk pork is pretty good. So. It's become a California escape destination and it's turning into an LA and Texas. And then pork, plantain, chicken, and goat are going to be the most common you see for barbecues in Jamaica and Dominican Republic. Dominica. So, and then in DR, they call it parajadas or parayadas, which is a cookout. A lot of times they'll do pinchos de pollo or brochetas de pollo, like skewered meats with vegetables, or they'll just do grilled meats, which obviously grilled and barbecue I feel like are a little different because grilling you're usually cooking quick and barbecue you're smoking things so low and slow. Next now we have Korea. Now for Korean barbecue, what you see in the picture is pretty much what you'll have. You usually are going to a restaurant for this, for a sit-down type of meal. We need more Wendigo to keep the city slickers in their slums. Oh my god. But you can also have a tabletop cooker for your own tabletop in your home and do it at home. But yeah. Pariyarda. Oh, pariyarda? Oh my god. Pariyarda. Oh, I can't. I can't. It's a harder word. Holy crap. I knew I'd butcher it. Yes. Gochujang, my beloved. Yes. Or gochugaru, which is also just a pepper flake not made into a paste. But yes. So in Korea, they'll have like this little open grill right in the center of the table. And then they'll usually have sides like steamed rice, sometimes cheesy corn. And then usually they're pickled things. You have kimchi and then like kimchi cucumber, kimchi cabbage. This one is, I believe, daikon and jalapenos. So you have that kind of stuff. And it's delicious. I'm a big fan of the cucumbers myself. Is kebab barbecue? It can be, yes. And then they will usually do some form of marinated meat. So they'll do, oh god, what is it? Shoot, what is it called? What is it called? It's, well, I know what I like. Personally, I like galbi, which is the thinly sliced brisket. But then there's, yes, bulgogi. Galbi is short ribs. Sorry. Bulgogi is usually marinated. It's usually a savory sweet sauce. Sometimes it has gochujang mixed in. South Korea has some really good street food. Yeah. But they have tons and tons and tons of good stuff. But a lot of it'll be marinated meats, or it'll be completely super, super, super thinly sliced meat that you just salt right there at the table, right after you pull it off. So, yeah. Tandoori is some nice barbecue. So next we have... Oh, I have like a really bad tickle now in my throat. Oh, yes. Also, they do grilled veggies at the table as well. I don't want to miss out on that. They'll do like mushroom, but usually it's like squash, like zucchini and yellow squash and eggplant. So, yeah. Ooh, bulgogi. Yes, bulgogi is really good. I feel like galbi is cut thin across the bone. Okay, it is the super thin slices of beef, though. It's short rib, though. Yeah. Or galbi is just the short rib. Which one's the one where it is just the thin sliced brisket? Paper thin slice is chadol bag chadol. Oh, chadol. Chadol. Yeah. My favorite barbecues anywhere is Chinese. Chashu. Oh, chashu. The pork. Very good. If your metro area has more than 30,000 people, it's not a town or a city, it's a hive. Only insects are meant to live in such high concentrations. Oh my god. Nope. I live in a population, I think, just barely over 1,000 in my town. So, alright. Next is going to be yakitori, which is Japanese. An interesting thing about how yakitori is prepared is that it is only usually prepared over a very small rectangular grill. Yeah, that super sweet red pork. And then it's prepared traditionally over binchotan, which is a white charcoal. Like, it's a specific white Japanese charcoal. And then the heat source burns very clean, so it doesn't add any flavor to the chicken skewers when it's the white charcoal. So all the charred flavor comes from contact with the hot grill and not from the charcoal itself. So the charcoal isn't flavoring the meat, the flames are, which is pretty cool. They like to go low and slow, which is how it classifies the barbecue, right? At 200 Fahrenheit, which is pretty low for cooking meat. And they take their time flipping and dipping and flipping and dipping. And what are they dipping in? Into tare or tare sauce, which has mirin, scallions. Mirin is Japanese wine for anyone who's like cooking wine for anyone who's curious. Mirin, scallions, ginger, sugar, soy sauce, sake, and spices. And they will do a dippy and then put it right back on and dippy and right back on. Hi, just subbed. Hi. Dippy right back on, and they'll do like one last one that'll add like this glossy finish. And it'll make the meat nice and shiny and crisped from just, the sugar caramelizing on it. I keep mirin in the fridge for ramen tare. That makes sense. I keep mirin in the fridge for all kinds of stuff. I make a lot of marinades with it. But I haven't been into making a lot of Asian food recently, so I should probably get back into that. Now we're on the asado route, okay? I know I'm gonna ruffle some feathers here. But there are two really popular versions of asado. We've got Chilean and Argentinian, okay? They take a nice quick dip pack. Barbecue. Yes. Asado. Yes. Now, asado is pretty important to a lot of the South American countries. It is really, really well loved as a barbecue and a style of cooking. A lot of it refers to grilling and barbecuing. So it's a very versatile word in the Spanish language. So for Chilean asado, one of the most popular ways is to salt the whole carcass. Usually it's pork. And they do something called asado al palo, where they put it on a skewer like this. They put it on a crucifix and smoke it indirectly. You see here you got ribs, and then here you got 2 whole pork. And this is like pretty common in Chilean in Chile. Sorry. Yeah, a lot of different Latino countries make asado, but in different ways. Yes, in Mexico, which is what I'm more familiar with, like Hispanic speaking wise for food. Asado is like, well, carne asada is like grilled hanger steak. Usually if you're like in America, you order carne asada from a Mexican place, it's usually gonna be a hanger steak that's grilled, been marinated in something real good and grilled like so on a grate. So dang, the way she said Latino was perfect. Latino. I try to get it right. I just like butchered the shit out of the one word a while back. People also make lamb and such in the Jesus sticks. Yes. I was gonna say they do lamb and goat as well in a lot of South American countries. I'm not a big fan of lamb, so that's just me. I just think it has a weird gamey flavor, which is weird because I like venison, but eh. And then as well as in Chile, they use longaniza, meh, which is a skinny pork sausage similar to chorizo. And then chorepanes, which is another sausage, but it's a fat guy. One of these little fat boys. And then they usually cook potatoes for the side. And then they do ensalada a la chilena, which is like just lettuce and tomato. Now in Argentinian asado, they're really well known for using their chimichurri, which is really like a delicious blend of like peppers, right? Like a pepper medley sauce. A lot of people call Argentinian asado the kingdom of red meat. Asado is cooked according to different ways, depending on the asador's method, which is the person who makes the asado, and the meat on the parrilla or the shelf, maintaining the fire. A lot of it is smoked on a shelf like this. There's lots of different meats, lots of like sausages and steak cuts, whole pork, the whole thing. Oh, excuse me. I actually have to like cough. Okay. Now the gauchos used to travel a long distance. Now gauchos are cowboys, like Latin cowboys. They were like cattle drivers most of the time. Don't die, Sena. Yeah, sorry. I like should have brought water up instead of beer. It's not like a good it's not like a good for my thirst, you know. Argentinians like to eat their meat very well cooked. A long cooking time takes, you know, is the expectation here. So, man, biggest holidays here is summer, Christmas, New Year's, and let me tell you, being in from the grill the entire day is a challenge, but you can get drunk without anyone bothering. A long cooking time is to be expected. The famous and unmissable mate, empanadas, are a nice way to pass time. So sometimes they'll sit there and eat empanadas and eat a bunch of other shit while they're cooking food, which is very, very relatable. According to the article I read, when asado is being prepared, the tradition consists in eating the whole animal when dishing up. It is essential to respect an order, which starts with the less noble parts of the animal, tripe, and ends with the best pizza meat, rib, and steak. Beer, yes. I might have to take a second to go grab something more to wet my whistle. But yes, deer are cute as fuck. Rabbit is my favorite wild game, though. I would like to try rabbit at some point. I feel like in a stew is the best way to be introduced to meat, is like slow cooked stuff or minced. So yeah, although I believe rabbit is pretty lean, so you'd have to cut it quite a bit for it to be a good mince, so I would not want to worry about that. I don't know if they do it in other countries, but in Argentina, people also applaud the cook when the asado is served and everyone sits. Oh, that's so sweet. So to go with the meat, chimichurris are usually made from chilies, the most common sauce. Sometimes people prefer mustard and ketchup. And then the side dishes are more classic: potatoes, salad, vegetables. Sounds great. Although I feel like for me, if there's no mac and cheese, it's not barbecue. But that's just me. That's just me. Ron pepper, yes. Tasty. Snake is good. Is it really? I hear it tastes a lot like chicken. Next is Australia. They don't throw shit on the Bible. They don't throw shrimp on the barbie. Which is so sad. I guess they don't actually call shrimp. Or even have shrimp. They call it prawns. Which I just fucking... Why do they have to be so contrarian? Prawns. Prawns or shrimp, fight me. Oh my god. Oh. I'm not drunk from one beer, but wow. Having like everything happen to me at once. Prawns. Prawns. Shrimp on the barbie, chase it down with a Foster's. So, one of the best rabbit dishes I've had was in Malta, where the rabbit stew is a delicacy. But we're right. What do you mean you're right? Calling it prawns. Prawns. There's a difference between prawn and shrimp. Prawns are just big shrimp. Bah. Yeah, like they're different. Shrimp are shrimp. You would not look at a curled up piece of shrimp and call it a prawn. I'd piss on you. Absolutely not. Aussie. Yeah. That's not a prawn. This is a prawn. They're called prawns. Oh my god. I hope a dog shits on your pillow tonight. Prawns are like a completely different animal. Exactly. That's why shrimp are called shrimp and prawns are called prawns. Yeah, do it. Promise. Oh my god, stop. I was kidding. I'm kidding. Stop. I know some of you are weird. Okay. From what I could dig up, Australia doesn't really have like heavy barbecue scene. For the most part, it's grilling. But on the barbecue list I found, Australia kept getting listed, and I'm like, girl, y'all only grill. You're not barbecue. Get the fuck. But I guess we'll include them. Sena piss? No. No. I think Minna is the only one with the golden shower art so far. And it should stay that way. I'm not actually going to. Please don't. I will kick you from the Sena cord, Celis. Don't do it. I'll make Mello disown you. What other threats can I come up with to keep the madman from doing weird shit? Please don't. And Fred, don't either. Online doesn't talk about the way the natives cook barbecue using the actual heat of the earth usually. I feel like that's more, oh shit. What are they? The Aboriginal people do that, right? The Aboriginals in Australia, they'll like dig into the earth. Although I saw one, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't laugh because it's like it's their culture, but I saw some shit that made me laugh so hard. This lady was like smacking the ground, and then a lizard crawled out, and she was Aboriginal, and it was like a traditional thing. The lizard crawled out, and she grabbed it and then smacked it on the ground, and then they cooked it up and ate it, and I was like dying because I was just like, I couldn't believe that some old lady was just like searching for lizards and then picked one up and it went boom, and then cooked the shit out of that. I was like, oh my god, what the fuck? I was like, you know, I wouldn't even had an issue if it hadn't been an old lady, but it was like a elderly woman just pick up that lizard and went. I mean, it's the same shit of like seeing my granny snap a chicken's neck. That shit's funny. Why are you so old and having to work that hard? That shit's funny. But yeah, I mean, not many options in Australia. Yeah, that old lady is hardcore for real. Yeah. We do underground pig pickings here in the southeast, Sena. Do you really? I can't believe I have an actual Aussie in my chat. Hey girl, how you doing? If you're not a girl, get the fuck out. No, I'm just kidding. Consider my cuddly teddy bear grill the meat and veggies the perfect way without accidents. Yes, I am a grill master, actually. I'm a pit master as well. Okay. But for, you know, the city dwellers who think that they can do Australian barbecue, who really just grill, they will do any sort of meat, whatever's available. You see? And sometimes they'll do spice blends, which can also include like curry pastes and the like. Sena pits win. What? Dang, what a lady of culture. Ooh, this is almost the last one. We're gearing towards the end here. And then maybe we can do like some fun karaoke and then go sleepy sleep. Okay, next is the Philippines. They will do lechon. Just grilled the lizard forehead. Oh my god. Dang. Yeah. The pig looks so good, doesn't it? Okay. Ooh, lechon's so tasty. I was surprised people on PH also called it the same way as here in lechon. Long pork, Spanish colonized, unite! Okay. So they'll do the whole pig. Okay. This is the traditional way. It's the whole pig. And they will roast it over charcoal with a spit through its head and its booty. And they will cook it for hours. And the people who roast this pig are called lechoneros or lechoneros, okay? And they are like goated. They have to be like super steady, slowly rotating the pork continuously, okay? Because what's super important about this pork and this style of pork is that you eat the skin. The skin itself is crispy, like chicharrones. It's crispy. It's smooth, and it's completely evenly cooked. Okay, it shouldn't have any really dark spots. It should be perfectly red all the way across. Where do they got Filipino restaurants? If you go to a Filipino restaurant, the more common thing you are going to find is an offshoot where they use pork belly. I recently had an offshoot of it, of pork belly. I believe it was liempo, where it has crackly skin, which I believe, Aussie, tune in. Crackling, what's that? What's crackling? Isn't it like a Christmas thing? But yes, lechon belly roll. Fried pork skins, yes, chicharrones, so good. Okay, so that's the Philippines. It's super popular. They'll do it crispy style where they fry it. They'll make it in stew. And then They also do dineguan, which is the entrails. The liver is used to make sweet and sour liver sauce, while the other parts are chopped and stewed with garlic, chilies, and the pig's blood to make dineguan. So like a blood stew. Which I'm pretty sure I've seen probably Anthony Bourdain try. Or the other guy who travels around the world. May Anthony rest in peace. But yes. Next and last, but certainly not least. Tito boy out there crank the spit. Yeah. Crackling is the skin when it's cooked on the meat. It's the best. Yes. Okay. I thought so. I only know cracklings because of Bluey. Cracklings are the bits of a certain cut of fat that has been rendered to the point that all the fat is gone, leaving only the crunchy husk. So, chicharrones. Got it. Y'all just be eating chicharrones for Christmas. Alright. Elsewhere, Brazil, churrasco. Okay? Mwah! This is delicacy. This is a delicacy. Okay, it's usually charcoal cooked. Although this, what it is a churrasqueria, which is like a special grill for it to rotate on its, like you can rotate it with these little handles, which is also cool. But yes, churrasco is amazing. Yes, this is so good. It originated also with the gauchos. Question. Which are obviously the Latino cowboys. And originally, I wanted to read this because when I read that, I was like, oh, that's cool. I was like, ooh, neat. Okay. After the men returned from a successful herding expedition, the community would celebrate by slaughtering some cattle to cook. So they were cattle drivers, obviously. The gauchos were simple people, hence the meat was butchered into large cuts. Sometimes whole bulls were even split down the center, and the two parts were cooked whole. Seasoned usually with just rock salt and roasted over large beds of smoldering timbers. Isn't that, like, that's so cool. Once the meat was carved off with a knife and served with various local greens, beans, and rice. You can't beat that shit. Crackling cornbread is good. Mama little baby love crackling. Mama little baby love crackling bread. Oh my god. Churrasco? Yes. This right here. Mwah, so delicious. Gaucho. Oh, gaucho. Okay. Basically Latino cowboys. Yes. Okay. Now, the meat was usually skewered in larger chunks like this. Now, in modern day Brazil, they do larger chunks like this. And then it's stabbed through with a skewer. Which, the skewers always kind of look like swords. And then it's slowly rotated. Or it can be put into like a timber frame or some sort of metal frame and slowly rotated. And most restaurants that you'll have it from, or even in some people's homes, they'll have that churrasqueria, which is like a special pit for roasting it this way. And then there are like 4 things to kind of like expect, right? You have pincana, also known as rump cap. It is cut into steaks. Okay. And then you have cerveja, which will rarely be served at a churrasco at a friend's place and not also receive an ice cold cerveja, which is beer. But Brazilians, I guess, are super particular about the temperature of their beer. But they essentially like want it to be almost near freezing. Pincana is so good. And then you have linguica. Oh, there's like an emphasis on the C. Linguica. Which is a traditional Portuguese sausage, and it's very popular in Brazil. So, Yes, I joined thinking there'd be eating of barbecue. No, I think next Sunday or sometime next week or the following, we'll do a cooking stream. I don't have a smoker, so I feel like it just wouldn't do it justice. It won't be a hand cam, unfortunately, because I don't have a smoker. But it can be just like a how to prepare, or I could just do a released video of how to prepare barbecue. But yeah. Yeah. Send a stream idea. Review various types of barbecue with hand cam. If only there was like enough places to purchase these kinds of things from. But I am very rural located, so. It's actually because she doesn't have hands. You've seen my hands. What do you mean? In my last like cooking stream, I had videos with my hands in them. Where can you buy hands? At your local grocer. And that is the end of the barbecue. Or at least of what I could dig up. And pictured here is my favorite barbecue meal. It's not from my own camera, unfortunately. I wish I had taken a picture. But my favorite type of barbecue meal is a chop brisket sandwich. Chop specifically, not cut, chop. So you get the fatty bits in it. With, I usually like 2 pieces of pickle and a little onion ring on it. Raw onion preferred. And then barbecue baked beans and mac and cheese for sides. And of course a biscuit. You can't have it without the biscuit. But yeah. Your streams conflict with prayers from Abigill, so I normally miss them. Oh, really? Oh, wow. Well, I'm glad I have an Abigill fan in my battalion, in my Builder Bear army. I hear there's a llama looking for hands. Oh my god. So yes, the hands are a psyop. Nah. Abby love. Yes. 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 I do really like prayers from Abigill. I was really enjoying her Mario streams, especially with the cute little pixel design she has. Bless Abby. Yes. Bless Abby. But yeah. Although I learned recently, I don't know why, I kind of felt like the whole like thing was that she was a nun, and so I thought she was Catholic, but someone said she's not, and I was like, oh, not that it matters. She's Christian, nonetheless Christian. But yeah, I was like, oh, I did not know. Coming in late, was grilling up some new mushrooms. How have you been? I've been great. I hope you've been all right. She's Lutheran. Okay, I thought I heard somebody say she was Lutheran, and I was like, oh. It's weird. I didn't know that Lutherans called each other sister and brother. I know in the Baptist faith, which is like the sect I grew up in, everybody called them brother and sister. So she's hella cute and far too wholesome. She's a Lutheran sister, a boneless nun. Yes, yes, yes. She's Lutheran. They have religious sisters too. Ah, okay, okay. Is she like an actual, like, nun essentially, or I don't know. But yeah. Any questions? Otherwise, we can do something else, or we can end it. What do you think? Yes. Oh, okay. Vows, but not cloistered. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Oh, that's really sweet. I've got too much of a potty mouth to take vows. I don't know if I could root that out of myself at this point. I like her voice. Her voice makes me think of Chucky from Rugrats. I don't know why. It just makes me think of that. And it's really cute. I see the barbecue, but where's the foot massage? Excuse you. What the fuck? What? The faithful has turned to a new way of gathering followers. VTubers. I don't know. I can see it. It's the slight nasality. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah. It's cute nonetheless. I mean it as an absolute compliment, of course. I actually love Rugrats. It's like one of my favorite childhood shows. Have it all on VHS. So. Jones barbecue. Foot massage. No. 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 Nope. Not happening. Here? What? Rugrats was Kino. Oh, sorry. So good, you'll slap your grandma. Shut the fuck up. It's a fake commercial. Ah, yes. Okay. Were these hands, though? I hear they're amazing. My hands? Who said my hands are amazing? What? They're just pasty little motherfuckers. I don't know what to tell you. They're not amazing. If Sena-chan cooks the perfect food, she'll be my crush. Oh my gosh. What? Well, I love you so much from the Philippines with a big heart. Oh, hands aren't even on stream. Oh my god, you guys are so weird. You're so weird. But yes, cringes internally. Oh gosh. Kire Yoshikage in the chat. Who? Kira. Bonk bonk. Yes, yes. Where are the beans though? You're the beans. Chat eternally being thirsty. Yeah, what is that about? Don't you have enough chubas to be thirsty over? I'm no one. Chat reflects the streamer. Kill yourself. What? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I don't mean it. YouTube, don't freak out. But yeah. Chat isn't weird. They're Abby something. Abby normal. Abnormal. It's over. No, there's never enough. Pipkin slipped out there. Yeah, a little bit. But listening with this in the background, thanks for the lecture. In Minecraft. Yes, kill yourself in Minecraft. Susan, she was talking on Minecraft. Susan, Sena is a meanie. Go pray to your Susan. Oh. Okay. Well. It took longer than I actually thought it was going to take, which is impressive. But now, what the fuck do I do? Well, bye, I guess. Y'all didn't say you wanted anything else, so I guess this is goodbye. New people don't join the Discord, then Sena will bully you off stream, not just on stream. So join the Discord. Karaoke? No. Well, VOD's dead. Why would it be dead? All I did was talk about barbecue. No, I'm ready for more stream. Sing now. Oh, okay. What am I supposed to sing? What am I supposed to sing? Huh? How it's made cooking videos? That's what I'm supposed to sing? What? More! Sing a song for us. Like what? Send me the Discord link. It's never in your doobly-doo. Mumbathrax just posted it. Here, I'll pen it for you. Thank you, Mumbathrax. Thank you, Mumbathrax manager song. Sing Down in the River to Pray, because chat needs Jesus. Yeah, okay, I can do that. Classic Minecraft music? How do you sing that, you dumbass? Oh my god, I could kill you. I could end you, but you're too young. You have so much more life to live and to suffer through, and you deserve to suffer, so... Let's see, Your favorite song? I feel like I can't sing any of my favorite songs very well, but... Hold on, let me... Do I have cough drops right here? I do! cough drop ASMR. Hold on. There you go. I'm not dying. I'm putting that in my house instead of those peace, love, and family things. What? Oh, never mind. On the karaoke, you're sick. I forgot. No, you're good. I can do one. Just can't do like 6. I can do like 1. Okay. Okay. Who's Steve Jobs? Oh my gosh, shut up. I can't believe Sena's dying of ligma that I contracted from my dickless father. Ugh. Dickless and chunky. Pick a struggle. Okay. Let me put myself in my Zatsu background. Don't stress your chords. I'm not a professional. I'm not stressing nothing. I don't matter. This is for content, baby. Okay. The Russian guitar. What the hell is this? Oleg Timofeyev. Cool. Cool tunes, bro. Zatsu time. Yeah. This one time. Oh. Let me tell you a story from. No, what the fuck do I want to sing? Focus. Well, it's Sunday. You're gonna get God songs. And then probably one bad song. Even it out. How about Ed Sheeran? Ooh. This is the only one I actually know. Got it. Okay. Bless karaoke. I'll do Ed Sheeran, and then we'll do like 2 Christian songs, and then I'll dip out. But hold on. Let me put reverb on my mic like a professional. Filters. Reverb on. Echo. Hold on. I gotta mute for a sec so I can bite into my cough drop so it's not echoing. Sabaton's more like Minna's band, so I'm gonna leave Sabaton to Minna. Okay. No, I muted so I could shoot my cough drop, silly. I took the supermarket flowers from the windowsill. I threw the day-old tea from the cup. Packed up the photo album Matthew had made. Memories of a life that's been loved. I need to find a female version. That's too low, Mr. Sheeran. Female. Cough drop. Yes. Okay, big sis. There we go. Okay, there we go. This one's sad. Just had to see if I could get that tune right. Dun, dun, dun. I took the supermarket flowers from the windowsill. threw the day from the cup. Picked up the photo album Matthew had made. Memories of a life that's been loved. Took the get well soon cards and stuffed animals. Poured the old ginger beer down the sink. Dad always told me, don't you cry when you're down. But Mom, there's a tear every time that I blink. Oh, I'm in pieces, it's tearing me up. But I know a heart that's broke is a heart that's been loved. So I'll sing hallelujah. You were an angel in the shape of my mom. When I fell down, you'd be there holding me up. Spread your wings as you go. And when God takes you back, we'll say hallelujah, you're home. I don't know this song as well as I thought I did. Fluffed the pillows, made the beds, stacked the chairs up. Folded your nightgowns neatly in a case. John says he dried, then he put his hand on my cheek and wiped a tear from the side of my face. I hope that I see the world as you did, 'cause I know a life with love is a life that's been lived. So I'll sing hallelujah. You were an angel in the shape of my mom. When I fell down, you'd be there holding me up. Spread your wings as you go. And when God takes you back, he'll say hallelujah, you're home. Okay. I'm not gonna finish it because I can't find my key and it sounds shit, but yeah. Let's see. What's a song that I really, really like? Yeah. This is like my favorite Christian song, but let's see if they actually have it as like a song I could sing. Or I can just mute it on your end and sing it a cappella. Does Sena know Third Day? Of course I know Third Day. Cry out to Jesus. Mwah. So good. Song is my favorite bot, literally. Me too. Mwah. Oh, hold on. Reverb isn't on. Reverb's on. It should be. TL reverb. Oh. I'm a human being. Hold on. Let me figure out this mic setting. Let me see. Let me check. Let me check Discord. Hold on. How do I? Okay. I figured it out. Okay. Am I echoing? Hello. Let's sing. Alright, shit. Alright, here we go. Shit, we missed the bet. Hold on. This is the best part because if you know anything biblical, I just like this part. Okay. Sena, echo. Echolocation. Woo! Won't you take this cup from me? 'Cause fear has stolen all my sleep. If tomorrow means my death, pray you'll save their souls with it. Let the songs I sing bring joy to you. Let the words I say confess my love. Let the notes I choose be your favorite tune. Father, let my heart be after you. In this hour of doubt I see who I am is not just me. So give me strength to die myself, so love can live to tell the tale. Let the songs I sing bring joy to you. Let the words I say confess my love. Let the notes I choose be your favorite tune. Father, let my heart be after you. Father, let my heart be for you. For you. For you. For you. Let the songs I sing bring joy to you. Let the words I say confess my love. Let the notes I choose be your favorite tune. Father, let my heart be after you. Father, let my heart be after you. That is called Garden by Need to Breathe, which is like my favorite Christian band. I don't believe they make anything anymore, but I really like it. So I have it on CD, and I used to have it on Apple Music when I was paying for it. Very blessed. Thank you. Yes. But I saw Third Day, so let's do the Cry Out to Jesus karaoke. Mm-hmm. Here we go. I really like this one. Real Big Fish is an epic band. This is the content I subscribed for. Was there? To everyone who's lost someone they love long before it was their time, you feel like the days you had were not enough, when you said goodbye. And to all of the people with burdens and pains, keeping you back from your life. You believe that there's nothing and there is no one who can make it right. And there is hope for the helpless, rest for the weary, and love for the broken heart. And there is grace and forgiveness, mercy and healing. He'll meet you wherever you are. Cry out to Jesus. Cry out to Jesus. I don't know if I can do it in the high one. For the marriage that's struggling just to hang on. They've lost of all faith and love. And they've done all they can to make it right again. Still it's not enough. For the ones who can't break their addictions and chains, you try to give up, but you come back again. Just remember that you're not alone in your shame and your suffering. There is hope for the helpless, rest for the weary, and love for the broken heart. There is grace and forgiveness, mercy and healing. He'll meet you wherever you are. Cry out to Jesus. Cry out to Jesus. Oh shit, I messed up. Cursing in the middle. Great, Sena. You just reach out. You just cry out to Jesus. Ugh, it's too high pitched. Okay. I kneel. Okay, hold on. What is the one song I used to sing that was not Blessed Enough? I'm so sorry, I know. I'm so... Oh, okay. What is the one song I used to sing? Oh. Hold on. Do I have my brother? Okay, let me open that up and message him. Let's see. I used to sing a song in church like, I don't know, once a month. It was like the same one. And what was it? Oh my goodness. And I don't have Apple Music anymore, so I don't have it saved anymore. Also, I saw someone saying, is she tipsy because she's got a bit of a lisp? I just have a bit of a lisp. And the more I talk and like the more my brain gets fried, the worse it gets. And cried during... Do you remember? There was like one song that I like had a full on like teary sad song. But what was it? It was like all the best tubas have lisps. Sen must be singing abilities from Mama Pippa. Oh no! Are you saying it's bad? Are you saying it's good? What does that mean? Or cursing in the middle. Yeah, that's probably normal. That's pretty Pippa. Any hot dogs left? No. No hot dogs were made at all. What was it? No. What was the song? Oh man, this is gonna bug me. You will raise me up. No, it wasn't that. Amazing Grace, my chains are gone. No. Maybe I just sang too many growing up. Wow. I can only imagine. Nah. Hold on to me. No. Has Sena ever heard Pipkin sing It's Beautiful, Grug Miss Pipkin already? It's been 8, 10, and 4 years. Oh my god. Yeah, she has a cute singing voice. I sang with her. Of course I've heard her sing. You'll remember tomorrow, I'm sure. Because he lives, Peace in the Valley, How Great Thou Art. I'm literally looking through a list now of what's there. How great thou art. I know that one. Obviously, you know that one. That's a hymn. Down to the river to pray. Yeah, I know that one. Who am I that the Lord of all the earth would care to know my name, would care to know my worth? God, child. I know, Mary, did you know? Oh my gosh. Wait in the water. Yeah. Oh, my brother doesn't remember. Dead to me. You were sitting in the pews listening. How do you not know? Amazing Grace. I could. What was it? Oh, how did it go? If I could just like think of what some of the lyrics was, I'll be able to find it just off that. It was like, well, I know this one song my mom used to sing. When the water is deep, when see. I'll do that one. You press on. Hum a few bars. I'll do Press On by Sela. I'm pretty sure it's... Oh, it's not this one, but I do like this one. A bit of lyrics should be enough to Google it, right? Yeah. Oh, I love this song. Oh my lord, they don't have the lyrics. I hate you. Why would you do that? So stupid. Hey, that's a better quality anyway. Lit. When the valley is deep, when the mountain is steep, when the body is weary, when we stumble and fall, when the choices are hard, when we're battered and scarred, when we've spent our resources, when we've given our all. In Jesus' name we press on. In Jesus' name we press on. Dear Lord, with the price clear before our eyes, we find the strength to press on. Dear Lord, with the prize clear before our eyes, we find the strength to press on. In Jesus' name, we press on. In Jesus' name, we press on. Dear Lord, with the prize clear before our eyes, we find the strength to press on. We find the strength to press on. To press on. Yeah. Taco, welcome to the Build-A-Bears. Oh my god. I'm gonna lose my voice. It's sounding worse and worse. Yes. Yes. Very comfy, wow. Yeah, church songs are great. I'm gonna think if I can think of anything else. I'll do one more and then go. Running out of breath. No. I'm just like having to go into my head voice, which is where my throat like was hurting the most in the past couple of days. So it's a little weak right now. It's a little weak. A little weak. Press on karaoke with lyrics. Let's do. Ooh. Well, that's like. This is the one my pastor's wife used to sing all the time. And it was like one of my favorite. I want to hear you do some musical songs. Yeah, I could do that. I feel like I could go through this channel and find everything I wanted to even try to sing. Dun, 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 dun. But they don't have the lyrics, of course. Here we go. Drink water, y'all. Yep, send a sniff. Take your meds, chat. Yes, all the things. Dun, 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 dun. The last song, by the way, is called Press On. I have journeyed. Hold on. Dude, I had to find my pitch real quick. All right. This one's called The Anchor Holds. I have journeyed through the long dark night on the open sea. By faith alone, sight unknown, and yet his eyes were watching me. The anchor holds, though the ship is better. The anchor holds, though the ship is battered. The anchor holds, though the sails are torn. I have fallen on my knees as I face the raging seas. The anchor holds, in spite of the storm. I have been young, but I'm older now. There has been beauty these eyes have seen, but it was in the night, through the storms of my life. Oh, that's where God proved his love for me. The anchor holds, though the ship is battered. The anchor holds, though the sails are torn. I have fallen on my knees as I face the raging seas. The anchor holds, in spite of the storm. I have fallen on my knees as I face the raging seas. The anchor holds, in spite of the storm. Oh, I don't know how she ever hit some of those high notes. Oh, God bless her. But yes, that would be like one song she would sing as like an altar call, and people would like be sobbing in the aisles. And I'd be like, you're right, I'm a sinner. So, yeah. What is it? I think I've remembered some of the lyrics. It's like, it's like a song about like, shoot, I'm at sea right now and I feel like I needed that. Thanks. Aw, man, that's rough. That's rough times. I'm gonna assume military, like Navy, so months at sea, that's real rough. My pastor's wife, her grandson's in the Navy. He's like on a big boat for like 18 months right now. Yeah, so good singing, Sena. Thank you. Man, this hurts my heart. Memories of when I could actually call myself Christian. I miss those days sometimes. I don't know. I don't have any good churches in my area, so it's like actually a little sad. God will always love you and accept you. You can call yourself Christian if you'd like. Yeah, I miss singing. I'm still gonna sing some more. What is the... Oh gosh, how does the song go? It's like... This is gonna kill me. Oh, this is gonna kill me. What is it? What is the stupid song? It's not stupid, it's really good. Oh my gosh, what is it? Hold on, let me turn off reverb so I'm not like complaining with echo. But oh my gosh, like it was... I appreciate the sentiment, I really do, but my heart and mind are too weak right now, if that makes sense. Gotcha. Hallelujah. I mean, I could sing that a cappella, honestly. But I don't feel like that's actually Christian. The guy who made it wasn't, and what it's actually about is not. I don't have any connections to these, but they're very nice. Yeah, you don't have to have a connection. No, it's not Hallelujah, but I can sing that. I've heard there was a secret chord that David played and it pleased the Lord. But you don't really care for music, do ya? It goes like this: the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, and the major lift. The baffled king composing. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Your faith was strong, but you needed proof. You saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty and the moonlight overthrew ya. She tied you to a kitchen chair, she broke your throne and she cut your hair, and from your lips she drew the hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Yeah, that's as much as they'll sing. It's a lower register kind of song, so. You're welcome. Best movie soundtrack ever. Yes, it is. I watched Shrek 1 and 2 today on a whim because I wanted to. What is the one song? I really, really want to sing it because I like it. Why can't I remember the name? I have it on CD-ROM, but I don't think I have it. I'm going to pause my model for a sec to see if I can find it. Library. Shut up, Apple Music, please. Tell me I have a library still. Tell me I have it downloaded. Something. No, come on. Fine, I'll pay for the stupid thing. Join Apple Music. Damn it, I don't want to pay for this just to figure out what it was. Is it Viva La Vida? No, it's not Coldplay. It's not Coldplay. Oh, shoot, now I'm disconnected. Eee! Wait, okay. All right, I'm connected. Nice. Shit. What the fuck? Well, now I feel like I can't sing it because I'm feeling really ugly about that. Oh, this song from Les Mis. Ah, fine. I'll just sing a Les Mis song. What's One day more. Oh, no. I'll do it on my own because I like the simp song more. On my head. I saw a video about someone like mimicking a French accent for all the songs. It was so funny. At the end of the day, we keep on living. Yeah, I actually really like musicals, so you don't really have to push hard on that one. Don't worry. Living la vida loca. Shrek 2 is worth a watch. They all are. Shrek is good. And now I'm alone again. Nowhere to turn, nowhere to go to. Without a home. Without a friend, without a face to say hello to. And then now the night is near. Now I can make believe he's here. I forget there's this part at the beginning. Sometimes I walk alone at night when everybody else is sleeping. I think of him, and then I'm happy with the company I'm keeping. The city goes to bed, and I can live inside my head. I know she sings that shit, but I can't remember how it goes. Dun, dun. On my own, pretending he's beside me. All alone, I walk with him till morning. Without him, I feel his arms around me. And when I lose my way, I close my eyes, and he has found me. In the rain, the pavement shines like silver. All the lights are misty in the river. In the darkness, the trees are full of starlight, and all I see is him and me forever and forever. And I know it's only in my mind that I'm talking to myself and not to him. And although I know that he is blind, still I say there's a way for us. I love him, but when the night is over, he is gone. The river's just a river. Without him, the world around me changes. The streets are barren everywhere, the streets are full of strangers. I love him, but every day I'm learning. All my life I've only been pretending. Without me, his world will go on turning. A world that's full of happiness that I have never known. I love him. I love him. I love him, but only on my own. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I did totally turn off the mic as soon as I finished to cough as hard as humanly possible. For socials right now, yeah. But yeah, give it a watch. Right. Never seen Les Mis. Phantom of the Opera is my favorite. The only musical I've ever seen live, though, is The Lion King. Well, okay, that's not true. I've seen all of my college's student productions. I've seen Rent and... what was the first one I saw? Oh, shoot, what was it? I've seen Rent. I've seen Cabaret, I believe. And then I was in I was in a Rocky Horror Picture Show. For my senior year, I just decided I want to try everything. Just know it's a kids show before anything else. Also, Dulcinea is literally best girl. Sena too strong. Went from 2 songs to all of them. I missed the barbecue. Fuck my life. Don't worry, there'll be the VOD. Obviously, I'll probably have to cut out the singing so it doesn't get cut. Okay. Let's try this. I have to sing along with Weird Al. Hold on, sorry. I can't not sing along with him. Secret karaoke stays in the VOD. Holy shit, he's so fast. How am I ever gonna get this for a cover? Carrie Marr wants me to do a cover of this. You guys have asked about this too. Okay, the lyrics are laid out super shitty in this. Going to the hardware store. All right, shit. That was my very scuff attempt at hardware store. You're welcome. Now stop asking about it. It's way too fast. What the frick? Okay. One more for the road. Let us, what's a good one that I like to sing? Let's do a sad girl song. I saw last time I sang, someone mentioned Sarah Bareilles or whatever. And I have sung her songs before for like auditions. Would probably be better than Kamikaze. Probably. Weird Al is a magician. He is. He very much is. Okay. Oh wait, hold on. Simply Piano. Let's do that one. This is the singing out performance. Hold on. I'll put it on end screen. And I'm gonna pause this one. And this is just gonna be your sing out. This is the outro. You're welcome. Okay. Last one. Something always brings me back to you. It never takes too long. No matter what I say or do, still feel you here till the moment I'm gone. Hold me without touch. Keep me without chains. I never wanted anything so much than to drown in your love and not feel your rain. Set me free, leave me be. I don't wanna fall another moment into your gravity. Here I am, and I stand so tall, just the way I'm supposed to be. But you're onto me, and all over me. You love me 'cause I'm fragile. When I thought that I was strong, but you touched me for a little while, and all my fragile strength is gone. Set me free, leave me be. I don't wanna fall another moment into your gravity. Here I am, and I stand so tall, just the way I'm supposed to be. But you're onto me, and all over me. I live here on my knees as I try to make you see that you're everything I think I need here on the ground. But you're neither friend nor foe, though I can't seem to let you go. The one thing that I still know is that you're keeping me down. You're keeping me down. Yeah, 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 yeah. But you're onto me, and all over. Something always brings it back to you. Never takes too long. Okay. I think that's it. I think that's it. I think that's it. I think that's it. Please don't leave me be. It's not true. Take me to the rooftop. Told you not to worry. What do you want from me? Don't ask questions. Wait a minute, don't you know Sena's no good for you? Bears, I don't feel so good. All the good girls go to hell. Bite my tongue, bide my time. What is it about them